My name is Sarah Caraba, and my final project for the Financial Analyses Drive Business Growth course is on Texas Roadhouse. First, we will dive into who Texas Roadhouse is. The first Texas Roadhouse was opened in 1993 in Clarksville, Indiana, by founder W. Kent Taylor, who actually mapped his vision out for this restaurant on a napkin. He set out to create not only a steakhouse, but a place where anyone could come and get a good meal at a great price. Since 1993, Texas Roadhouse has grown into three concepts. They have Texas Roadhouse, Bubba's 33, and also Jaggers. There is 441 locations in 49 states, and they are also located in 10 foreign countries. Texas Roadhouse is a steakhouse, however, it is a moderately priced dining restaurant where they do offer signature hand-cut steaks and also other options such as ribs, chicken, they have vegetable plates, and some seafood. Customers are always the top priority at Texas Roadhouse. The company's slogan is legendary food, legendary service. So they always want to make sure that customers know they are always one of their top priorities. Each location will provide a relaxed atmosphere. You can come there with your family, you can have business meetings, and you can also go there to watch local sporting events because they do offer a small bar area as well. They do like to have a bit of fun as well. They do have the occasional staff line dance that will break out, and they do celebratory saddle rides for birthdays if you just let your waiter or waitress know. Moving into the financial performance, you can see Texas Roadhouse does continue to increase year over year. Fiscal year 20, if we all recall, everyone was kind of hit with the pandemic, and a lot of places did have to go to takeout only and closing down those dine-in services. Since then, they have continued to grow, and the CEO said that a main driver behind that is the increase in dine-in traffic that they are seeing. One initiative that they do want to focus on for fiscal year 24 is to-go orders. That way they can still offer great service to their dine-in customers and also allow customers to take some of that great food home. If we look at the net income for Texas Roadhouse, it has been pretty flat over the last 3 years. They recently did implement a 2.7% price increase on their menus, and they are battling some things that a lot of industries are. We have the wage inflation that is seen across all industries. And then there's also a pretty volatile beef industry at the moment. While they do have some vendors locked in at prices for a few years, there are some vendors who are a little scared to do that just because of how risky that market is becoming. Throughout the presentation, I will be comparing Texas Roadhouse to Blooming Brands. That is a company that operates Outback Steakhouse, Fleming's, and Bonefish Grill. If we look at our profit margin ratio, we can see that Texas Roadhouse, again, is pretty flat over the last 3 years. Bloomin' has a little bit of up and down, and it looks like COVID hit their bottom line pretty hard. Moving over to the asset analysis, if we look at the inventory turnover rate for Texas Roadhouse and Blooming Brands, they both are pretty high, which is typical for a restaurant business. When we're dealing with these perishable food items, we obviously want to bring those in fresh and not have anything stocked in the freezer for too long. High ratios do reflect strong sales and the ability to replenish their inventory. So Texas Roadhouse is looking a little bit better. I was unable to find receivable information for Blooming Brands. However, looking at Texas Roadhouse's receivable turnover, a lot of the receivables are made up of those retail gift cards that folks can purchase in other retail stores like Walgreens and Target. Obviously, you can also get them at Texas Roadhouse as well. And then franchise reimbursements are the other large part of their receivables. Higher receivable ratios mean that they are collecting quicker. So that puts Texas Roadhouse, you can see they're increasing over the last few years, which is great. Cash flow analysis, again, we're going to see Texas Roadhouse pretty steady for the last 3 years. Bloomin' Brands kind of up and down over the last couple years. The cash flow increase, the CEO had said, was due to higher net income and favorable working capital. Texas Roadhouse is in a better position than their competitors. Debt analysis ratio, looking at Texas Roadhouse and Bloomin' Brands, I had read during my research that lenders consider like a 0.5 and a 0.6 to be pretty decent. Anything higher than that, they would consider the business high risk. So Texas Roadhouse is in a great position. They're right at that 0.6, and then we have their competitor way higher than that. Texas Roadhouse also maintains a revolving credit facility with Chase Bank and PNC Bank. And when doing some research on Google Finance, they do show that the total assets for Texas Roadhouse continue to climb, but the total liabilities are growing right along with it. Okay, taking a look at our balanced scorecard that we have. So the vision of Texas Roadhouse, in line again with their slogan, offering high quality fresh food with great service in a fun and comfortable environment. Financial perspective, the goals I had were continued growth, reduce expenses, and then increase the profits. All those kind of go hand in hand. If you continue your growth, you'll increase your profits, and hopefully reducing those expenses will assist in increasing those profits. Measurements to use, revenue growth percentages, cost to revenue ratios, and watching that net profit. Over to internal business perspective, reduce order and receive time, waste reduction, which I think is always important in the restaurant industry, and then product development. So leadership would want to watch those cycle times. How long is it taking food to get out to customers from ordering and then the waitress bringing that out? Waste reduction, we want to see how much money we are wasting. And then success rate of new menu items. Texas Roadhouse does have a lot of staples that people look forward to. There's the rolls and the cinnamon butter, a lot of the hand-cut steaks. So I don't see too many new menu items, but however, it's always good to kind of give that a refresh. Taking a look at those items that really aren't ordered too much and seeing if we can give them something better to kind of drive those sales up. Over to the left for the customer perspective, complaint reduction, customer satisfaction, increase in market share. So to measure that, we can track the number of customer complaints, look at our customer survey results, and then also the percent of the market share that we have. And then on the bottom, we have growth and learning perspective, goals, employee retention, and employee satisfaction. I think those are two of the growth and learning perspectives that are on a lot of balanced scorecards. And then also efficient technology. Tracking those, we would want to watch our turnover ratios and then our employee feedback surveys. For technology, we would want to do those technology ROIs. Texas Roadhouse did pilot digital kitchens, so putting a lot more technology in the kitchen for the cooking staff and wait staff to help move those along and have less mistakes there. And they also have the digital wait list for customers, so if you're in the car on the way there, you can put your name in. And they also have at-table kiosks, which is pretty popular at the moment in quite a bit of restaurants and super helpful. You can pay your tab there, so then the waitress doesn't even have to deal with any of the money. You pay, you can do a customer survey on those as well. So hitting back to that customer perspective, just a great thing to keep an eye on and to keep investing in as we come up with more. All in all, Texas Roadhouse is in a great financial position to their competitors, and then focusing on this balanced scorecard, I think, will keep them competitive in the restaurant market.